Who are these guys? It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
All right, everyone, this is Tim of the Online Big Blue. We'll bring you the best of New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. We took Turkey Day off. But you know what, Willie? What time is it? Gotta get to work. Yeah, we gotta get back to work here and talk about the New York Football Giants. We want to talk about the New York Football Giants Black Friday wish list. We're gonna talk about the Eagle game. We want to talk a little about what potentially could be going on next season and maybe jump into a little Stephen A. Smith. Let's get into the injury report really quick from the Thursday's limited practices and or not practices. So our injury report looked like this. Let's see. Anything of note? Well, let's see. Players that did not practice. Kyle Rudolph with the knee, Sterling Shepard with the quad, Kaden Smith with the knee, and Kadarius Toney with the quad. That's not a great sign. Limited to practice with both Saquon Barkley with the knee, Saquon Barkley with the ankle, Lorenzo Carter with the ankle, Adoree Jackson with the quad, and John Ross with the quad. What's going on with the quads? Are they not doing enough squats? Are they not working out their quad muscles? There'll probably be somebody out there on YouTube that puts on a video about why the Giants have quad issues. Sorry. I missed yesterday, so I'm a little bit facetious. You know what's funny though? The Giants, the optics of the Giants, it's always been bad lately. It really has. And now, per league rules, against league rules, they didn't even make the offensive coordinator, which would be Freddie Kitchens, available for the press this week. That's a little bit garbage. And Stephen A. Smith came out and basically dumped on the Giants last week, or he's basically saying that they're trash. And the move that they made after the Tampa game was pretty much garbage. And he basically came out and said, okay, they're trash. They're not attractive. They're not attractive at all. They haven't made the playoffs once. They've made the playoffs one time in 11 years. They got a starting quarterback. So they've got 9 touchdowns, 7 interceptions in 10 games this season. Don't get me started with that. Here's the deal. You got Mara, their owners. You got Tisch. They've been married there to their way. They hired a senior VP personnel of football operations, Dave Gettleman, who is absolutely positively needs to go. They play and practice in East Rutherford, New Jersey. All I can ask you is, what do you do this? Drive on the turnpike past East Rutherford. Make sure you roll down up your window because of the stink. Wow. And people say that I'm negative. But sad part is he's not wrong. He's not wrong. I mean, that is the issue. And anyone that thinks that all of a sudden the Giants offense is going to turn themselves around because they went with Freddie Kitchens. Does anyone remember that Freddie Kitchens put up 6 points in the Cleveland game last year when he took over the play calling duties? It's an entire offensive philosophy. And I've said this before. It starts from the head down. It starts from Joe Judge and goes down. And if you are going to be limited again with Kadarius Toney potentially being out, Sterling Shepard, and limited again with Saquon Barkley, you got Kaden Smith down, you're not looking at something that's going to possibly help you move forward. I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. You may score 17 points instead of 10, but the defense is still going to have to ball out. And we're going to have some issues in Philadelphia. We'll talk about the Philadelphia game, but there's still going to be potentially some issues. Issue number 1 is going to be Devontae Smith. Issue number 2 is even though they have a 3-headed running back combination, I think Howard's out, they still have 2 quality running backs, and Mr. Scott always kills the Giants. Their defense, which is built for more of an interior rush and an interior presence, is going to potentially clog up the middle and make Daniel Jones throw. And let's be honest, their linebacking core is not terrible. The Eagles. I've said this before. I thought the Eagles weren't going to win 4 games all season. And for them to be in this position now with the Dallas loss in Dallas now at 7-4, the Eagles have a very winnable schedule closing out the season. I thought you think the Giants' schedule is winnable. The Giants still have a couple tough games here and there. The Eagles have got pretty much a very winnable schedule. They could potentially, if Dallas keeps faltering with their secondary, make a move into a position to make the playoffs. And that's crazy to say. Now we got Michael Strahan, of course, his retirement ceremony is on Sunday. So let's hope we don't put up a stinker. And then with Black Friday rolling around here, which is today, I was thinking about what should be on the New York Giants Black Friday wish shopping list. Or what should be on the Black Friday shopping list? Number one on the shopping list should be a win on Sunday. That we should go out there and perform to somewhat of our capabilities or to what they think, what the Giant organizations thinks they're capable of, and put the Eagles away. Win the game. Plain and simple, ball out, win the game outright. Go from there. Focus on stopping Jaden Smith. And I think that's going to be a Herculean task. I know some people don't like him. I actually do like him. Slow down their running game, which I think is going to be more of an issue since we moved on from Dalvin Tomlinson. We have to also worry that the fact that their O-line did not allow a single sack or quarterback hit versus the Saints. They are dominating at times. And like I said, they have some receivers that can make you cringe. But the first thing I want to do on my shopping list is ball out. Second thing on my Black Friday shopping list, I want a new general manager. I know Giants are basically non-committal about getting rid of Dave Gettleman. Everyone knows he's gone because they're secretly putting out feelers about who we should get as a general manager. It's a secret. They're secretly doing it. And the advent in the day of social media, do you really think you're doing anything secretively? It's a joke. It's a joke. Get a general manager. Just say it. You could say it. It's okay. I'm going to allow you to say it. Gettleman's gone. Throw him out. He's gone. You know it. I know it. The entire fan base knows it. Move on. Another thing I'd like to see on our Black Friday shopping list is Daniel Jones showing some type of progression. And I have a feeling that we're basically going to see the same Daniel Jones that we saw all these weeks prior in this game as well. But he needs to show some type of progression because I cannot go into year 4 with this quarterback looking like he is looking right now after 10 games. I can't. People, the Giant fans that remember the Dave Brown era should be cringing right now because of this. Cringing. Another thing on my shopping list I'd like to see is a healthy Saquon Barkley. I would like Saquon Barkley to put a string of games together because he's going to be back for year 5. Put a string of games together. Show me that explosiveness. And most people that understand football and understand ACL injuries, you know you do not get back to full competency of your talent until year 2. Well, not always, but I would say 90% of the time there are those freak athletes like Adrian Peterson. But I would like to see him stay healthy. I'd like to see him, these next X amount of games that he hopefully can play in, that he has the ability to show his explosiveness and be healthy again. Be the Saquon Barkley we all know that he can be. I would like to keep on my shopping list the ability for the offensive line to do something, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Let's just hope Andrew Thomas comes along. And the other thing I'd like to see on my shopping list, of course, I've said it a million times. If you're bringing in a new general manager, you got to bring in a new head coach. If I was Joe Judge, I would be blanking blanks. Because of the fact that, and I've said this a million times, a general manager comes, you're looking for a general manager, this is your sales pitch. Okay, well, you got a third-year head coach. It's only won maybe 12 games in 2 seasons. You got a quarterback who's mediocre at best that's going into year 4, and you have no salary cap. Sign here. If I was a general manager, an established general manager, or someone that wants to be an established general manager, I'd look at this shit and say, no freaking way am I coming here. No way. You're going to make me keep the quarterback, the head coach, and you're going to not give me any cap space. That's a dream come true. Anyone that's coming in here as general manager is going to want to lose with his own team or win with his own team. He's not going to want to lose or win with someone else's pieces. We're going to do a show on Sunday. I think we might do the show earlier Sunday. I think we may start like at 10:30 because we're going to do a drum roll, please. I don't have a drum roll button. We're going to do a call-in show this Sunday for the Michael Strahan Eagle game. I will send out the link from whatever, StreamYard, Yardstream, whatever the hell that thing is called. And I will post it in the chat. You come in. I'll have everyone queued up. We'll take a couple calls. Talk Eagles. Talk Giants. Talk Strahan. Try to give away the Eli Manning 2007 replica Super Bowl ring. Have a little fun with it. So I think it's going to be either Saturday or Sunday. I haven't decided yet. Probably is going to be Sunday. I'm probably going to do I usually do the show at 10. 11. I think I'm going to do it at 10:30. Do an early show. Have some fun with it, guys. Because you know what? We got to have some fun with the remainder of the season, and we're definitely going to have some fun on this channel. And again, this is Tim with Online Big Blue, bringing you the best in New York Giants sports talk and entertainment. And as always, that's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.